But you just watched the trailer for Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. You're not a big Resident Evil fan, so to you it's and you're not big into. You say horror. Resident Evil is barely horror. Resident Evil is survival horror, so it's action horror. It's like Aliens, the second
Which
movie.
honestly I like. That's probably my favorite aspect of Resident Evil. And I like the recent games with Ethan. I think this is his name, Ethan. Like I really like
Games.
those.
I don't like Ethan.
I don't like Ethan. As well, like I don't like Ethan. I like the games though. Ethan's just a little.
He's the reason Ethan sucks is Ethan is meant to be the reason he's so bland is because we're supposed to
He's meant to be the character. He's meant to be the players.
he's meant to be us. But the thing is, Resident Evil is literally known for having very interesting main characters. Leon, Chris, Claire, Jill.
Chris Punch a Boulder Redfield.
Yeah, so for them to just give us this bland, boring characters, like, why did you decide that that was a change that needed to be made when you have all these other extremely, what should have been? Claire, because ever since, other than the recent remake, Claire has been nowhere to be seen in any of the Resident Evil games. Like,
Plot twist: the final boss of the Resident Evil game.
actually, I meant Jill, but Claire also hasn't been anywhere to be seen. But Jill, especially, Jill was shafted so hard. And it's weird because Jill is literally a lot of people's favorite Resident Evil character, but they don't do anything with her. At one point in the game, she was like mind controlled by Wesker. But the moment she broke out of that mind control, we never saw her again. And she has been playable for a very long time. I think the next Resident Evil game, you need to be able to play as Jill. And like Ada Wong was supposed to be in Resident Evil 8. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
She was there's some concept art of her just in like a with like a plague doctor's mask on. It looked really cool.
That would have been cool, actually.
Maybe they'll add Ada as DLC. Actually, that could be cool. I actually didn't even think about DLC. They might add some DLC. If they add Ada as DLC, that'd be pretty cool. I'm kind of mad there's no because they added what is it called, mercenaries mode, and I thought it was gonna be co-op, but it's not. But Resident Evil 8, I feel like would be really fun with a co-op mode. But I played mercenaries. Mercenaries are really fun in Resident Evil 8. That game all around is just extremely fun. I'm excited to see what they do with the Resident Evil 4 remake because I like the Resident Evil 2 remake and the 3 remake. But yeah, this movie looks better than the other Resident Evil movies, in my personal opinion. Wasn't a biggest fan of those. Actually did enjoy the first one, but after that, didn't really like them. Like you said, definitely not only is it CG heavy, but they didn't have a big budget, so the CG doesn't look good.
I can tell. I couldn't tell because like the camera work, a lot of the camera work looks really good, but the CG looked really bad, and I couldn't tell if they had a high budget or not. Because usually, good camera work typically comes with like good budget.
No, I
So
feel like no, good camera work just comes with a good director of photography. But like,
they're typically more expensive, is what I mean. Like they typically charge more,
but
and they're
like,
typically paid more.
but maybe that's where a lot of the budget went, which I think is smart.
Maybe.
The yeah, CGI doesn't look the best, but because I know they have a low budget, it doesn't bother me very much. They do naturally with the zombies, they try to do as much practical as they can because it's an actual person in makeup. So yeah, my biggest concern is that they're trying to squeeze in 2 games worth, maybe even 3 if they decide to squeeze in Resident Evil 3 and Nemesis. They're trying to squeeze in 2 games worth of story into one movie, which I think is a mistake. And I feel like I'm scared that this is going to go the same route that Mortal Kombat movie did. The trailer, I was
Okay, and no, anything's gonna be better than that Mortal Kombat movie. As long as it remotely follows a game story, it'll be better than that Mortal Kombat movie.
I should have stuck to my guns because when I first saw that trailer and we talked about it, I was not feeling that trailer. And I was right to not feel that trailer. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see if it's good or not. I'm gonna check it out in theaters.
Oh, you're putting all your eggs in one bag. You're really you
No,
have faith. You're gonna watch it in
I want to see the
theaters.
movie. I'm not gonna wait for it to be on digital because that'll be too long. If it was on
I'm
digital,
not gonna lie, I could have sworn it was going to be on Netflix. Maybe that was the TV show,
no, that was an animated show.
animated show. Never mind.
I watched it. It was pretty good. At the end,
Oh, the show's out.
the end, yeah, it been came out.
I had no clue about that.
Yeah,
I didn't get Netflix back until very recently, so I didn't get Netflix back till like last week. I missed out on like a year's worth of content.